We are in Schiphol. There's meant to be a 1 hour layover here, but because our next flight is delayed, we get to spend 30 more minutes extra here, which means we didn't have to rush through the passport control. And we never left Schiphol, Amsterdam. We've stayed here throughout that time where I last spoke with you guys. The Inverness arrival was just a Photoshop, and this is actually the reality. I've slept on the terminals after terminal, and it was really cool. I got to meet a lot of people. But our main objective is to go to Philippines. From Inverness to Philippines, it can only get hotter from here on. It's so hot here already. We have our usual loadout, the burgundy bag, the big cabin luggage size backpack. We also got a new addition to the family. It's a magnetic power bank, a wireless power bank, and it can actually charge well, because my phone is so old that the charging part at the bottom is so loose. There we go, we're charging, and we got our phone with us. Inside this bag we have our tripod that we got from Christmas. So that's always nice. We brought the capo because we're gonna buy a ukulele in the Philippines instead of carrying it all the way from Inverness to Philippines. I think that would be a better way, and I get to go to a music shop in Philippines, which is always nice, something to do and look forward for. We are in the flight from Schiphol to Athens, and we made it in time. The time check is 21:34. It's gonna be a 3-hour ride, and then after that it's gonna be a 7 and 50 minutes layover. So yay. Good thing is we're still in the home from home situation with the mobile data, so we still have Wi-Fi during that 7 hours and 50 minutes layover in Athens. After that it's going to be a 12-hour flight from Athens to Singapore, and then Singapore to Philippines, which should be at around
Very good evening.
Monday.
My name is Sammy Boat, and on behalf of Captain...
Someone stole my thunder. Oh my gosh, she's back there done. But yes, audiobook for 3 hours. Let's go. Malazan.
Shifted and good balance. And for safety reasons, the use and charging of a power bank on board is prohibited. Do not store the power bank in the overhead compartment. Keep it visible and make sure it's always easily accessible.
Arrived in Athens, Greece. The flight was great because we got a lot of leg room, with us being alone in that aisle. Like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning here, but in the flight there was a lot of complimentary stuff like small bread, water, and some cakes. Athens we prepare for our one of the longest layover we've done, maybe shorter than the Poland layover, but this is still long, 7 hours and 50 minutes. Quick glance, there seems to be no piano in this airport, so sad times right there. Very parched. We haven't drank water since we left Inverness. I'm not sure where to go yet, but let's just walk around because we have 7 hours to kill. We walked a bit around the Athens airport. It's not that big. It's so quiet. Everyone's sleeping. Everyone's cleaning. Everyoneing. The good thing is I found this thing, and you can basically order from here and they'll deliver in this vicinity from all the shop, I guess. That's pretty cool for all you lazy people. Not non-lazy, because you're all lazy. I haven't successfully tried looking for an exit just to get some fresh air, but we've only explored the upper area. we're gonna check out downstairs. Oh my gosh, my voice, I need water. Maybe downstairs we'll have more life into it, more shops that are opened. If there's nothing we can do, then we will just sleep to kill our boredom. I've unlocked a new biome in the airport because we found the transfer location, and we will unlock another biome once we cross the nothing to declare part. I guess we have to exit / transfer in this nothing to declare area, so we need to do that and see what's on the other side, which unfortunately is not pianos. Check is 2:42 a.m. basically 12:42 a.m. p.m. in UK. So far we haven't ruined our sleeping pattern of sleeping at 8 o'clock in the morning in the UK. Which means that by the time we grab our 13 hours flight, that would put us to bedtime. So we shouldn't sleep in the airport. Maybe we should play RuneScape. Here, we're live, and we have stepped out of the airport, meaning that we've actually stepped into a new country. I don't know what to do out here. It looks like it's just a lot of cars, taxis, and buses. So we're gonna go back inside and see what's up with the transferring situation. I think we need to check in on the counter or something. We're gonna fly Scoot. Scoot is the airlines we're going for. Let's look for something yellow. And so the flags of the Grecians, the Athenians wavered as things happen in the background of whirring noise. Whoa, beautiful. Yes, we've been to Greece, guys. Let's go. It's so hot here. At least it's windy at the same time. But it's hot. Let's go back inside. It's much colder inside. And also, there's a W.H. Smith. If you haven't seen it yet. There's W.H. Smith. I thought that was a UK thing. Hey, and the airport is bigger than we might have thought. Time check is 4:55. We are on the floor, trying to not fall asleep. Series of turn of events. People are already queuing in the check-in area where I'm supposed to go to 1 hour before the check-in gate opens. So I was sitting here, and then suddenly a lot of people just started queuing 1 hour prior to that. So turns out I'm not going to be early for check-in because I have to manually check in for the Scoot airline. It'll be a problem if I have to check in on the Singapore Scoot airline because I only have 2 hours. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a transit. I think there's music now. Yay! Let's get it on. We had a nice meal traveling from traveling from Amsterdam to Athens. There was a bread and cheese and also a small cake. After that, we didn't have anything until we bought an M&M's from W.H. Smith, which is our basically breakfast dinner time for Saturday. For the morning time, we're not gonna spend anything in the airport, but we're gonna spend money on the airplane because there is a meal deal for £12 for that flight and the flight after that. So instead of spending it in the airport inflated price, we're gonna buy the add-ons on the airplane, which is good because it comes with water and biscuit or cakes again. And we're gonna have some beef something, and the next flight we're gonna have chicken curry. Yay! That could have been us right there, but we're not able to do that. It looks nice out there, and in Athens, I checked the weather, 7 days straight of sunshine, which is pretty lucky for them, for the people who are going on a holiday this week on that place. Not for me though, which is fine. I checked the weather in Philippines. It's gonna be horrible till the very end of this week, which is next Sunday. I'm not sure what happens after that, but yeah, it's gonna be a stormy holiday, which is even better. Even better. That's how you would say it. That we are here, we are live in our gate number 5 for the Singapore trip. There was a hiccup in the check-in control, whatever. The lady probably was dealing with a Filipino person for the first time, so they didn't know about the e-travel. I should have shown it to them at the start. Maybe that would have stopped the confusion straight away. So, pro tip for people who needs to travel to Philippines, show them the e-visa so they don't get confused maybe. So they can do the job properly straight away instead of like wait 10 minutes in front of the desk while there's a queue behind me. I was worried about the Singapore e-travel, but turns out I don't need it because I am in transit and I'm not staying there for any time. I'm just there for the transit. I got the boarding pass for the Singapore to Philippines. For this travel, dehydration is such an issue. Like, you can hear my voice. I'm probably tired, but at the same time I'm not drinking enough water. Hold on until I arrive in the airplane because I'll have a dinner there slash breakfast slash lunch, and then dinner in the other airplane. And again, I can feel the heat. It's horrible, and I'm not even there yet. I'm just in Athens, and it's in the morning. Probably it's because I'm inside, but still it's scorching. Afraid that I might melt away once I land and leave the airport into the Clark, but I'm sure that's not how the body decomposes just because of the heat. First, you suffer for 48 hours and then you melt away little by little. Time check is 8:52 a.m. They're doing a final boarding. I'll be in the back, queuing up behind them. It was pretty cool. We got to meet Indonesian person while we were waiting here for 2 hours, and we got to talking to them, and I used Google Translate to speak to her. Her name is Erna, and it was really fun speaking to her. She has acceptable English, yes, almost there, so I had to translate sometimes when she speaks. And I was asking her how easy is it to learn Indonesian, and she said not easy, not hard, especially a lot of words in Indonesian and Filipino are almost the same, like anak, gunting, and kuting, which is cat. We are now in the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and it's a free kind of thing hallway, well, 2 hallway, and there's seats in the middle of the 2 hallway. Last time we've been in this kind of airplane was 20 years ago when we went to Philippines, which is really cool. We got a noisy child in front of us. That's always nice, and I thought everyone was Filipino, so I said kamusta to the people here, but now they were not Filipino, but he sounded like Filipino because he was like, hello sir. It's pretty hot in here, but we're lucky because we're not sitting with anyone so far. I believe this aisle is fully unbooked. That's why I chose this. So yay. Almost leaked. We are now in the Singapore International Airlines airport. 11 hours of flight has just finished. We're gonna find out if we need the SGAC, the Singapore arrival card. We're gonna go straight to the transfer area first and see if we really need to do that. I've checked in the Gov, the UK, that I don't need it if I'm just transiting, but I think I do need it because the announcers in the airplane said all travelers. I didn't hear any exceptions because there was so much baby crying. Oh my gosh, there was baby in the front, there was baby on my left side. Babies. Oh my gosh. My earphones wasn't enough to cover the noises of those babies, unfortunately. That's our connecting flight, the Clark 3 AM TR5 something. Clark. Yeah. We need to go find that, but in the meantime, let's go inquire about the transfer situation. But so far the plane ride was great. I got to talk to the person beside me. They were a citizen of Singapore. Just a small chat. I offered them M&Ms because I had a bunch of M&Ms left over. He only took one. I'm like, okay, sure, that's fair. But yeah, they were a traveler from. They are from Singapore and they were traveling to Athens for a holiday. Inquired with the information desk over there, and they said that I don't need the SGAC because I am not an arrival person. I am a transit person. Can you believe that? I have a category in life. The SGAC only arrives for the arrival people because SGAC, as you all know, stands for Singapore Gangster Arrival Card. There you go. That's probably why I got given a boarding pass all the way back in Athens. That's very convenient. We're heading to Transfer C, which is where our gate will be. See something. It looks beautiful here though. We don't have time to scout around, but let's go straight to our transfer area first. That's where I would have need to go to, I believe, if I were to visit Singapore. We came from there. That's where the information guy was. Beautiful guy, by the way. Anyways, back to the topic at hand, which is seeing the C of the gate C. So to recap, our plane didn't crash. I guess I have no excuse but to go to the wedding. But there's still a chance to change that. There's still the Singapore to Clark flight. So yeah, there's still time for hope to not crash, of course, and to not burn down, of course, and to attend the wedding, of course. Reality check, it's 2 a.m, almost the same time in Philippines. We're low on M&M supplies, we're low on water as per usual. I stepped out of the airplane, I felt the welcoming heat of the scorching temperature. The word for it is humid. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but it can only get worse from here. Pretty cool. We got to meet some Tamil speaking people over there in the security. I heard them say Akka, and we all know what Akka means in Tamil. It means sister. And I told them Vanakkam, and I got to sing to them Mustafar. So thank you to my Tesco father. Because of you, I got to learn a lot of Tamil words. I basically work 99.9% with Tamil people for 4 years back in Tesco. So yay, Tesco represent / Tamil represent. May not be obvious, but we're in the Philippines now. We freshened up, took all our clothes and do a overhaul or something like that. We're heading to arrivals now, where we need to do the e-travel and whatnot, and hopefully not become suspicious for spending too long in the toilet. We are now going to be home stretch from here. Last thing to do is to get picked up and not get stabbed along the way.